Hello, everyone. How are you today? How's everything? Hello, Catherine, Santiago, Kiara, Diego, Maria, Jessica. How's everything? Good? Yes? Thursdays are the new Fridays for us, right? Because it's the day in which we finish classes for the whole week. Okay, my dear friends, I hope you guys are excited to finish this second week of the cycle. We are very close to the end of it. So let me show you what's the plan for today, what's the agenda, and let me check how is the project going. Oh my God, only 3 people? Wait a second. Oh no, what's wrong? Do you guys need help? What's going on? Why, okay, Kiara. Yes, I guess. I am so tired. It's like my head's about to explode. So yeah, I'll do my best today. To my surprise, I just have 3 documents. Well, documents or project advance. What happened? Do you guys need any help? Remember that today is the deadline. And I just have, well, actually 2, Santiago's and Jorge's. What about the rest of you? Diego, what do you mean in the class? That's what you mean?
Yes, teacher, or for when the class ends.
Diego, of course, because you have the whole night, but I'm afraid I can't give you some minutes during the class because, we have like an agenda that we already planned with teacher Laura. And if we don't do it that way, then you guys are not, like coordinated with what she has for you. Yeah. So it's like we have, like co-planning, and that's the way we do it. So it's not possible. Sorry about it. Okay, Manuela, good. Okay, Natalia, perfect. So you still have today for doing it, so please work on it and keep going, okay? Yeah, because I only have 3 people who turned it in. So, well, now 1 more. Marcos. Very good. Okay, my dear friends, and I see lots of people who are not in the meeting. Yes, Diego, I'm so sorry. It's okay. Well, let me check out the attendance with you. Well, maybe in 2 minutes. Let me show you our plan, our agenda. And we are ready to start. We cannot miss any time today because we have like a very busy agenda. So let's go. I think I made some changes here. Yeah. No, this is something, okay. We agreed on doing it for the second part. Yeah. Okay. Here we are. This is our agenda for today. Today, okay, yesterday you guys were listening to some people, well, actually not some people, but Tony, yeah, talking about the history of fashion, right? Do you remember that? Well,
Yes.
thank you, Kathleen. So you guys were listening to it and were discussing that information, and based on what he said, we are going to study some patterns that have some auxiliaries to emphasize. Yeah? So let me show you what's the plan. We have to talk today about adding emphasis with auxiliaries and also with inversion, right? Is basically how we can use the auxiliaries to sound, in a stronger way, okay? Or to just talk about relevant themes in the sentence. So for that, I decided to start our meeting today with a very short exercise, reviewing and remembering what we studied about inversion. You remember negative inversions like under no circumstances, blah, blah, blah. Yeah? So we're going to start with one exercise for reviewing that. And that way you have like a more clear idea about it. And after that, we can introduce the emphasis with auxiliaries. That's going to be the whole topic of today, but it's enough. Let me see. Okay, thank you, Karen. And we have a couple of exercises for practicing it. That's basically what we're going to do. Okay, good. Okay, thank you for saying present. Let me just check out the attendance. Well, maybe I will give your classmates maybe some minutes more for checking the attendance, okay? So we can start. Okay, let's go. This is the first thing we're going to do. This is an exercise that has 9 sentences, and you guys are going to complete them thinking about inversion, yes? Negative inversion, when we use the negative adverbs, yeah, to emphasize. Okay, so I'm going to do this first one with you, so you guys review that, and then you guys continue. Okay. Well, do you know what I'm talking about? Do you remember when you guys studied negative inversion? Yes? Okay, I'm pretty sure we did. That was a topic that I studied with the other group that you guys did with Laura, so I'm pretty sure you did, but I'm just, you know, like wanted you to be aware of what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me give you the link. Let me do the first one with you, and let me show you how it works. So we start. Okay. You guys have it in the chat. Okay. So, hello, Mandy. Thank you for saying present. In a couple of minutes, I will check the attendance. Don't worry. Thank you. Click on start, my dear friends. Click on start. Look at the original sentence because that's the one that will give you the idea. Yeah. And then look at the blanks and the words you may use for completing the sentence. Okay. So the original sentence is, he never caught any fish. What is the negative particle we are using here? Never. Okay, and what's the other thing we need to take into account? The tense. Which is the tense for this one? Boys and girls? Yes, Mandy, of course. Guys, what is the tense? Come on, guys, please. Don't be absent even if you are there. So, the tense is past simple. Yes, because of the verb caught. Yeah. So remember, we start with the negative adverbial, that in this case is never. Yeah. And okay, Manuel, you cannot. So we will listen to you. But it's okay. I think you are not giving us any noise or sound. So it's fine. Oh, you can. Okay, got it. Well, not today, the whole class, Manuel? Like, you cannot speak to us? That's what you mean? I read, I cannot mute. And I was like, oh, that you will be on the whole class. Okay, well, that's a shame. I'm sad now, but it's okay. Thank you for telling me. Okay, boys and girls, so let's go back. Never, which is the negative adverbial in this case. Now, the second clue. Well, this is a sentence in past simple because we are using caught. Okay, so remember that one of the clues and one of the tips that I always give my students is don't get things complicated, just use the question word order. Yeah, if you use the question word order, even if it's not a question, it works for this topic. So you will do something like this. Never did he, and as you are using did, you cannot use cut again, right? And if you are using did, it's not possible to use that here. So you have to use the original verb, like in the way we ask a question. Never did he catch any fish. Okay? Yeah?
In this case, you.
Yes, Mandy? Are you talking to us? Okay. Then you guys click on send responses and you will check your, your responses. There are 9 sentences. Try to use that strategy that I told you. Try to remember what the other teacher told you about inversion, and we are ready. Okay, what's going on in the chat? Oh, I didn't check out the comma. No, it's not necessary, Jorge. But I think if you have it, it doesn't make any change. But no, it's basically a sentence. And here, here we have the inversion. Did he instead of he caught or he did. Okay, guys, work on it. When you are done, we will check it together and then we'll be ready for the new topic, okay? I'm going to check the attendance. Questions? There are some other examples like this, and maybe they can be a little bit more complex because you see, for example, entered here, that is past simple, and here we have past perfect. But remember, when we have past perfect, we have the past of the past. So which action happened first? Yeah, try to be logic and, okay, identify the order of the actions. Okay, he entered as soon as she had left. What happened first? He entered the room or she left the room? What happened first, boys and girls?
He entered.
He entered, teacher.
You left.
She left. That's what happened first, yeah? It's like he was waiting for her to leave the room and then he entered, yeah? So no sooner had she left than he entered. Okay, let me go back. Let's remember what happens with past perfect. The past of the past, 2 actions in the past, but one takes place first. Como cuando decimos, él entró apenas ella había salido, apenas salió, en nuestro lenguaje coloquial hablar, ¿ya? 2 actions in the past. Para que él entrara, ella tuvo que haber salido antes. Entonces, en ese orden de ideas, primero ella salió y luego él entró. ¿Ok? Y en la inversión, y cuando hacemos énfasis aquí, con el no sooner, ¿ok? Hacemos el mismo juego de palabras. ¿Ok? ¿Qué pasó primero? ¿Ya? Entonces, se demoró más ella en haberse ido que él en haber entrado. For example, in the case of this, like, sounds a little bit more emphatic. Yeah? So play with the words, okay? Identify the tenses in the case you have to. Yes? And for example, in past perfect, of course, you have to identify what is the action that happened first, the one that took place first. No sooner had she left than he entered. Okay? Let me just check the attendance and maybe we can do the exercise together. But keep going, try to do it. Okay, and after I check the attendance, we will do it because today we really need the time, so I will help you. Let me check it out very quickly. Okay, I'm ready. Let me listen to Karen. I'm checking the attendance, don't worry. Karen? Isn't Karen there? I think she told me. Yes, she may have some problems. Okay. Santiago?
Here, teacher.
Great. Kiara?
Present, teacher.
Very good. Jorge?
Hi, teacher.
Hello, Jorge. Natalia?
Present.
Awesome. Diego?
Present, teacher.
Great. Manuela?
Yes, teacher.
Very good. Xiomara? Xiomara? Okay. Jessica?
Present, teacher.
Very good. Marlon? Marlon? Catherine? Catherine, hello. She was with us. Maybe she had some problem. Okay, she's there. Catherine, hello.
Hello, Miss. Hi, I'm here.
It's okay. Thank you. Mandy.
Sorry, I have some problems with my internet today.
Okay, Catherine. Thank you for telling me. Mandy, hello. Mr. Santa, are you there? Manuel. Well, Manuel, I know. Okay. Maria.
Present, teacher.
Great. And Vanessa.
Present, teacher.
Very good. Okay, guys, are you done? Did you finish?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's check it. How was it?
Teacher present. Mandy.
Mandy, my God. Okay.
Teacher, I'm here.
Teacher, present too.
Who said that? Karen. Yes, Karen, I read your message. Thank you. Okay. Well, let me just fix something here very quickly and we are ready. I was asking you if you remembered what you studied about negative inversion. Yes? Did you? Was it useful for the exercise you guys were working on? I hope it was. Okay, let's do it. Let's continue. Let me see how we can check what you guys were doing. Okay, I'm sending, Marlon, I'm sending you the exercise your classmates were working on, okay? Good, here we are. Okay, now, next. We were on question 3. Wait a second, let's click on next. Here we are. Okay. This is longer than the others, but it's the same strategy. He went out of the room only when the bell rang. And we have here our particle that is the one that's making the emphasis, right? Okay, he went out of the room only when the bell rang. Past simple, yes? Only when the bell, and now here we are going to combine it with past perfect because as I told you some minutes ago, we have 2 actions in the past. but we have to identify which of them happened first, okay? Which of them took place first, okay? Only when the bell had rung, and then we have, remember you guys play with the words and you use the question word order. That gives you a better idea. Did he go out of the room? It's like you were asking a question, but you are not. Yeah, you are not. You are just here having the inversion. Only when the bell had rung did he go out of the room. Okay? So what happened first? The bell rang or he went out of the room?
The bell rang.
Very good, Catherine. Thank you for being attentive. Yes. Okay, so that's how you guys play with the auxiliaries. Yes, for making the inversion. That's it. Okay, let me see what are the questions. No, Jorge, in the case of did, it's not necessary because the one that makes the emphasis is only. Yes, so it's not necessary to translate did. Yes, Mandy, what's the question?
Now, teacher, is for the next question, the
Okay.
number 4.
You want to read? That's what you want?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, give me a second, Mandy. Thank you for participating. Jorge, maybe what you need to translate is only when, because this is the one that makes emphasis and makes the difference, right? Like, hasta que, ¿sí? Solamente hasta que sonó el timbre, él salió. Yeah, this is like what really needs translation if you want to just, like sound that formal and emphatic. Yeah, but not did, because this is acting as the auxiliary and it doesn't change anything. Okay, Mandy, we are with you. Go ahead. Thank you. Let me just
Okay, teacher, the captain will give a signal, then the troops will fire. Not until the captain gives a signal will the troops fire.
Okay, very good. So it's basically future tense, right? And we remember that we can also express future tense with present simple. Thank you, Mandy. The captain will give a signal, then the troops will fire. Not until the captain.
Teacher.
Yes? A signal, sorry.
No, teacher, go.
Sorry? What's the question?
No,
Mandy?
teacher, excuse me, my mic was open.
Okay. Okay. So the captain will give a signal, then the troops will fire. What was this one? Mandy, can you please help me again?
Gives.
Okay. So here we are.
In plural.
And will the troops?
Where? Fire.
So the inversion comes here. Yes. Not until the captain gives a signal will the troops fire. It's like when you say, when I finish this cycle, I will do blah, blah, blah. And then you change it. Okay. Let's see. Very good. Awesome. Okay, let's continue with the next one. Who can read this one? Who's ready? Any of you? Maybe we'll listen to Diego.
Okay, I've never seen such an ugly place. Never have I seen such an ugly place.
Yes, thank you so much. So you see, I've never seen is present perfect. The negative adverb we are using for making emphasis is never. So we use it at the beginning. Then we play with the auxiliaries for making the inversion. And you guys can use the word order question to have a better idea. Okay, how we can ask the questions when in present perfect. Have I seen, okay. Never have I seen such an ugly place. You are being very emphatic. Never in life. Very good, yeah. Very good job. Okay, who can be next? Santiago, maybe you can help us?
Yes, teacher. Let me see. She had and never had I eaten such hot food.
Very good. Okay. Very good, Santiago. So we have past perfect. And we use never again for emphasis, right? So the inversion should be with the past perfect auxiliaries and form of the verb. Thank you, Santiago. Never had I eaten such hot food. Very good. Awesome. Okay, let's continue with the next one. Karen, you want to help us?
As soon as he had spoken, the door opened hardly. Opens.
Okay.
Hardly had he spoken when the door opens.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Very good. So here we have one in past perfect again. Okay, so that's the adjective you need to use. Hardly had he spoken when the door opened. It's like when you say apenas había hablado cuando la puerta se abrió. Yeah? Okay. Very good, Karen. Thank you so much. Very good job, guys. You have it clear. That's perfect. Okay, next one. Volunteers, or do I just call a person? Okay, let's listen to Xiomara. Xiomara, let's go. Someone called him from the office just after he had left. Xiomara, can you help us? Oh, Xiomara, sorry. Jessica, maybe you. Xiomara is not in the meeting. Manuel, you're raising your hand. What's up?
Me, teacher, I got
Thank you, Jessica.
someone called him from the office just after he had left. No someone had he talents than some left.
Okay, Jessica, let me see. You said no sooner had he
Called
okay, he called than someone
left.
left. Manuel, I'm not sure if you have a question about this one or is because you wanted to read.
I wanted to read, teacher. I changed my device, so
Okay,
now I
thank
can
you.
use my, yeah.
Awesome. So next one is for you. Thank you. Okay, Jessica, very good. Thank you so much. Here we have another one with past perfect. No sooner had he called than someone left him from the office. Guys, is there any change you guys want to do here?
Yes, teacher. Left and called shall be switched.
Yeah. Even though the verbs are in the same form, that is past participle, I think we should change them in order to give them, you know, like the right idea, a logical idea, yeah? They do not make sense, yeah? So we have like this. No sooner had he left than someone called him from the office. Very good. Okay, thank you so much for your help. And let's finish with this one. Okay, Manuel, you are for this one, please.
One moment, teacher. Hardly had Alice arrived when her mother helped herself to a glass of whiskey.
Okay, very good. Remember that in this context, we have help yourself with, you know, like getting some food or something to drink. Yeah, have you ever heard that expression? Like, for example, there is a party and you come and you say, well, help yourself. Yeah, it's like take whatever you want, like drink some water or wine or beer, or here there are some cupcakes, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so that's how we can use help herself in this one. That is that her mother, yeah, served her a glass of whiskey. Okay. Jorge, here we have a comma, look, because here we are starting with another word, yeah? So it would be okay to use it. There are two sentences here, actually in the original one as well. Okay, hardly had Alice arrived when her mother helped herself to a glass of whiskey. Very good. That is the end. Very good job, guys. Let me tell you something. Okay. Questions in the chat? Anything you guys need? Not really? Okay. So let me tell you about the slides for today. I put some information related to this topic here, just in case you guys want to review again, but I know that you already studied them. The sad thing is that we can't study them today again because we need to introduce the new topic. So I just put here, and it's very, very specific, just in case you want to have a look at them. If you have time, yeah, that will be okay. Inversion after negative adverbials. For example, I have here hardly, barely, scarcely, no sooner, and you have here the inversion. Look, this is what I tell you to have a very clear and easy idea. You change the auxiliary with the subject and you follow the question order. In this case, had from the past perfect, the subject, and then past participle. Yeah? And you have lots of them. Only, not, no, under no circumstances should we allow this to happen. Under no circumstances can you miss tonight's show. Yeah? Okay, these are very common. We have also some with never, rarely, seldom, little. So I think they are very good examples, but of course I can't go through them, because it will take us time from our agenda today. So just in case you want them, I left them there for you to check them. No, it's not a link, Jorge. I organized information the way I thought it would be, easy to understand. So there isn't any link, but those are my slides. So as soon as we finish today's class, I will upload them in the folder, okay? Good. This is not like a link or anything, but it was just like something that I organized for you. Okay, that was like a review of inversion. Now we are going to talk about what is for this cycle, and it's actually more simple and easier than that, because it's just using the auxiliaries for making emphasis. Yeah, so that is like something that I do promise that is going to be easier than the other. First, let's check out this short video. This woman is going to introduce adding emphasis to verbs. And after that, I will tell you a little bit about how we can use auxiliaries for making emphasis. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So let's watch the video. Give me a second. Okay. Please tell me if you guys can listen and see the video well, okay? If not, any of you can just play it. Okay. My cough again.
There are many occasions where we really want to emphasize or communicate more strongly what we want to say. So, Tim, can you come here a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Hello.
So, what are we doing?
Right. Now, as you're not coming to my party this Friday.
But I am coming to your party.
Sorry?
I am coming to your party.
Okay, so pronunciation makes all the difference. Tim emphasized the am coming instead of saying I'm coming to your party.
Because I am coming to the party.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
But I do want to come.
Okay, so here, Tim emphasized do. So if the sentence doesn't already have an auxiliary verb, we add do. And this stresses the fact that he really likes my party.
It's true, I do like them.
Okay, So let's practice a little bit more. Why don't we try contradicting everything I said?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so we didn't invite you to the party because we know you don't like pizza.
But I do like pizza.
And if you came, I don't think there's enough room in my house.
But there is enough room.
But you never called to say you were coming.
But I did call.
Okay. So also, as well as contradicting what someone says, we also use the emphatic to talk about something you feel strongly about. For example, Tim, you do need a haircut.
Are you serious?
And also we use it in conditionals. So if Tim does come to the party, he should learn some new jokes.
My jokes are great. What are you talking about?
Thanks, Tim. Now we also use this, the emphatic do, with imperatives. For example, do stop doing that. It comes across more strongly. And Tim, do come to the party.
Okay, I will then. Great. But if I do come, you have to buy me a drink.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Okay.
Could you guys watch it well? Was it okay? The quality of the image and the sound? Not very good?
Fast.
Oh, it was fast. Yes?
No, it wasn't fast. And the sound was a little bit low,
Got it.
but it was good. for my
Okay,
part.
I understand. Okay, guys. So basically, she mentioned what I'm going to explain. Let me show you. And we will talk about emphatic too. So, just let's open this and here we are. Okay, here we are. When we want to add emphasis or make our sentences stronger or disagree in a strong way, we often use auxiliary verbs. In the first part of the video, you guys saw how the woman, and well, the guy, yes, was just stressing the auxiliary without changing the sentence, yeah? Like, for example, I am coming to the party, yeah? So stress is a very good way to emphasize, yeah? You know that stress is just like say it louder, yeah? Okay, so in spoken English, a sentence can get greater emphasis if the auxiliary or modal verb is stressed, okay? For example, this is a normal sentence without any change. The only thing we're going to change is the stress of the modal, that is will, yeah? How you say it, because that will make the difference. That will be nice. That will be nice. It can't go with you. It cannot go with you. It tastes delicious. It does taste delicious. Oh, but here there is a change. What was the change? This is not the exact sentence. What's different? Boys and girls was different in the third sentence from the original one.
That we have to put the auxiliary.
That now we have the auxiliary there. Yes, Manuela, that's So if you use it, you won't use the verb in the original form like tastes, but you change it because remember that the auxiliaries do all the job and they do not accept any modifications of the verbs, yeah? We want to help you. We do want to help you. Diego works hard. Diego does work hard. But I love you, baby. But I really do love you, baby. Yeah? So we're going to learn how to emphasize. You guys have learned lots of ways to emphasize. Yeah? Stressed, negative inversion, of course. What was the other way we learned for making emphasis? Any other one? No? Just negative inversions? Okay, so now you guys are going to review emphasis with auxiliaries. Okay, what about the contractions? Because look, I can't go with you. I cannot go with you. When using these emphatic forms, we don't use contractions in positive forms, even when speaking informally, sorry, because that would be the same, yeah? And even if you stress that one, it will be, like not so emphatic. So it's better to use it in the complete way, okay? Look at the example. You didn't call me yesterday. I did call you, but you didn't answer your phone. So here we are stressing this action because I really mean that I did it. I called you, okay? So let's check out. Here we are. When we want to add emphasis to present simple or past simple tenses, we need to add the auxiliary do, of course, in its forms, right? Remembering to use the main verb in first form because, as I told you before, the auxiliaries do not accept any modifications of the verbs. Okay, this is something called the emphatic do, as the woman mentioned in the video, yeah? After emphatic do, we always use the base form of the verb. Do plus the base form, thus plus the base form, and did plus the base form. Do and thus for present and did for past. The emphatic do is a particular use of the verb do, yeah? But of course it has three forms, do, does, or did, according to the tense and according to the subject. Okay, it works to add emphasis to an affirmative sentence. The emphatic do is far more common in speech than in formal written English, okay? Unlike ordinary auxiliary verbs, which are typically unstressed, in speech, the emphatic do is almost always stressed. It's like, I do promise. No, I do promise. No. Yeah? You stress the auxiliary. Okay? Look at the example here. That's easy, isn't it? Well, yes, it does sound easy. Okay. What are the questions so far? The questions until what I have told you. Any questions? I think this topic is easier than the other one that is inversions. What do you think? Isn't it?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Diego. You may say, teacher, it does seem easy, but it's not. You say, yeah, it is. Okay, so basically we just have introduced our emphatic do, and what we need to know is that we have those three forms of do that are do, does for present, did for past, and we also need to remember that when we use them, we do not change the verb. I remember that when I was, for example, teaching present simple, my students used to, instead of changing the third person singular, they just added the auxiliary. Like, for example, Santiago does eat broccoli every day. And of course, they did not how can I say, like, recognize, or they were not aware of what they were doing. That was okay. That was totally okay. But imagine if I was teaching present simple, yeah, at that point, they do not understand that using the auxiliaries that way is just for emphasis. I could not say that's wrong because it was right. But I think they did it just because they forgot about the conjugation, es, ies, etc. Or it is also very common when we have to use the verbs in past. The students who did not know them or did not remember them used to write did eat, did go, did learn, yeah, because they were trying to avoid the past simple form. And that was not the aim of that topic. But now that you guys have like a higher level of English, you can understand that it is okay to use it, but if you want to be very emphatic, okay? Here we are. Okay, using the emphatic do for different purposes. I'm going to give you 5 that are perhaps the most common ones, yeah? Affirmative emphasis of a whole sentence. Emphatic do often occurs after emphatic adverbs like certainly, definitely, or really. For example, I certainly do hope you pass the test. So you are making emphasis with the do, of course, here, do hope, but you are adding more emphasis with these adverbs. Yeah, I really do like that song. It's like, I like that song. I do like that song. I really do like that song. So you have to be very emphatic with these two. These pictures definitely do match the furniture. I love them. Okay, so you can use them before the do, and that way you are adding emphasis. Do you remember her name? I certainly do remember her name. Yeah, easy or difficult? What do you think? Boys and girls.
That's everything. We need practice.
Yeah. Okay. Second use. Let me put this. Okay, done. Here we are. Emphasis of a verb used with adverbs of frequency such as never, rarely, seldom, often, always. Okay. The student who took extra classes always did pass his exam. The horse he bet on usually did win. The classmates we were waiting for never did arrive. Okay, so you can also use them with these adverbs of frequency. And here it may look a little bit weird because we are taught that the adverbs of frequency are just for the present. Yeah, but here is like when they show, you know, something in an intense way. The student who took extra classes always did pass his exams. At that time in the past, it was like that. He always did pass his exams. Okay, so it totally makes sense. Okay, now we have used number 3. Emphasis of a positive result when we don't know some information or are in doubt. Okay, I'm happy to hear that you do like Mexican food. It's basically what I expect. Yeah, what I want to say in a, you know, secret way, or sometimes what I want to hear. Yes, it's like I'm being a little bit like I'm persuading the other one to just agree with me. That's it. Yeah, there is no other choice. I wasn't sure if you would like eating Mexican food, but that's the only food I have, and that's what we are having for dinner. Like, I don't care if you don't like it, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that you did pass your exam. This is what I hope is real, yeah, but it's just like what I was expecting to be real. Yeah. I wasn't sure you would pass the test because you told me it was going to be very difficult. Okay? Do you understand? The good thing about this is that the auxiliary goes emphasizing the verb, and that's it. And you don't have to worry about moving it or changing it or what is the tense or blah, blah, blah. No. Yeah, it's just to identify the functions of what you want to emphasize. Okay, questions? Questions so far? No? Okay. Let's go to 4 and 5. Here we are. Okay, we also use it for an affirmative contradiction of a negative statement, which is, okay, give me a second. Let me go to Diego. Yes, Diego, that's what I told you. Yes. In most of the cases, adverbs of frequency go with the present tense, yeah, because they indicate repetition and frequency, yeah. But sometimes it is okay to use them in the past when you want to emphasize that that was like a, for example, something that happened on a basis, yeah. It was intense, for example. it was a repetition at that time, yes? So it is okay to use them in the past, yeah? For example, what if you said, well, when I was a little boy, I always wanted to, I don't know, play football, for example. I always, yeah? So you are giving us an idea about something that was real in the past, yeah? And that had, repetition. So it is okay to use it in the past as well. And there is another one that you guys perhaps remember that is using always with present continuous. When you want to show something you don't like, because maybe that action is irritating. Like you said something like, Diego is always missing classes. Yeah, so you don't like that. That is when it's expressed in present continuous. My mother is always telling me what to do. Yeah, that's another use of always in present continuous. Okay, thank you so much for the question. Now, this one was part of the video as well. Affirmative contradiction of a negative statement. When you want to show, disagreement. So you say one thing, but I will just contradict that one, yeah? My teacher said that I didn't turn in my homework, but I did turn it in. My boyfriend broke up with me because he thinks I don't love him, but I do love him very much. Yes, so it's a contradiction. Okay, questions? No questions? Okay, now when you want to contrast information, even though I don't like most classical music, I do like Beethoven's Seventh Symphony. I do like it. Although I don't like learning grammar, I do enjoy playing grammar games in class. Yeah, it's like a contrast. I don't like this, but I do like this one. I dislike spicy food, but I do like Thai noodles. So you are making contrast. Okay, my dear friends, this is the end of this emphatic do. Questions? No questions? Okay, now I need to explain a little thing. Let me show you. On our book, where you guys were discussing the history of street fashion, or no, fashion, that's it. There is something we are going to check. Patterns to notice. Adding emphasis with auxiliaries and inversion. Inversion is something you guys have clear, so we need to practice more on the use of the auxiliaries, okay? So let's do the first exercise together, and I will introduce these two. How did the speaker use the auxiliary in brackets, do and did, to give more emphasis to these sentences? When they ask us about the speaker, it means Tony, the one you guys were hearing yesterday. Okay, so please help me. I think of some of the stories told about them are in fact exaggerated. So now let's try to put do to make emphasis. How can we do it? What changes are necessary to do? If so, yeah? So tell me. Any idea? Let's work on the first one. Word?
Maybe
Okay,
I
yes.
think some of the stories do tell about them are in fact exaggerate.
Okay, let's try all the ways you guys say. Thank you, Diego. Let me just type that one. Now let me put this. That with this color is much better. Oh my goodness. This. Okay. So, Diego says, I think some of the stories was what you said, sorry?
Did told, or I don't
Did
know,
told?
about them are in fact exaggerated.
Okay. So, thank you, Diego, for helping us. Let's check out how we can change this, or if we all agree, and let's analyze what we were talking about. Okay, first of all, you need to identify what information of the sentence is the one that you want to make emphasis on. Yeah? And second, try to check the, well, not the rules, but the patterns about the auxiliary uses, yeah, the verb forms, yes? Okay, first, in this case, Diego wanted to emphasize the verb on the second sentence, that is told. Yes? Be told, but there is one thing that you will change. What do you think, guys?
Did tell, teacher, if you want to emphasize that.
Exactly, because if you want to emphasize that, it will be the original verb. Did tell, because we already have the auxiliary, which is did, and remember that it doesn't accept any changes of the verb. Yeah, so that would be the first thing we need to change. Now, I think sorry about my spelling. I think some of the stories did tell about them. What? I think some of the stories told about them. Okay, yeah. I think some of the stories did tell about them are in fact exaggerated. Manuel, what's your question?
No, teacher, I think that what we need to emphasize is I think.
Yeah, because you see, my God. Because if you see, when I was reading, actually it sounded very weird if we make the emphasis there, yeah? Because if you want, okay, I think some of the stories did tell, not really. It will have to change maybe another thing, maybe more information about who told them, you know, like other things. So let's go back to the original one. I think some of the stories told about, yeah, because actually that is passive voice. The story is told about, yeah, so there isn't any person making that action. So what if we prefer to emphasize what I think, my opinion, because the guy was expressing, you know, what he thought about fashion and how the fashion can reappear and blah blah blah, you see, and it was like a very informal speech. So maybe it's better to emphasize what he said and what he thought about it and what is his opinion. So why don't we say, I do think some of the stories told about them are in fact exaggerated. Yes? So that would be better. And you guys have to use the word in brackets. So in this case, do. Now you have to use did. Help me with the second one. That really happened. And we have really, that is also emphatic. So any idea? Any help, please? Let me type the original sentence.
That did
Thank you, Catherine.
really happen? Only happen?
Okay, I'm going to put it like this, that did really happen. And Jorge says, did really happen. That's the same as Catherine. Did really happen. But, okay, Santiago, maybe you want to make changes?
Yes, after really put the did. And
Okay.
the verb in present in base form.
Okay, that's because if you change it, exactly, you have to change the verb. Kiara, it was the same? Your intervention is about the same thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, do you want to say it?
That really did happen.
That really happen. Okay, that really did happen. Okay, good. Thank you, Kiara and Santiago. Catherine, let's pay special attention to what we're going to do so you understand that there are some changes, because if you use did and you use happened in past, it's like redundant. And remember again, did is the past, so the verb needs to be in the first form. Now we're going to change it, because remember that we said that we can use it before, well, before the verb, after the intensifiers or the adverbs. Certainly did, really do, really did, really do, yeah? So it would be better like this. That really did. And now we have happened, and as I told you, it doesn't accept any change. So that really did happen. That is the correct one. What's going on in the chat? Maria, really did that happen? Really? Yes, Maria, but without the ed. Did really happen? The opposite, Jorge. Okay, thank you for your interventions and questions. Very good. Okay, simple. That's how you emphasize. Now, my God. Now we have another thing to include here. Notice that we can add further emphasis, like more emphasis, yeah, using adverbs like certainly, definitely, or really. That is, as I told you in the slides, examples. Women certainly did suffer for the sake of fashion. We definitely do keep coming back to certain fashions. These are the words of Tony, the guy you guys were hearing last night. Okay? So this is also emphatic, but you are giving further emphasis if you use these words. Certainly, definitely, really. Yeah, you use them first, and then you use the auxiliary, and then the verb in the original way. So that's the structure. Okay, now here we have another one that is with inversion. That is perhaps the more complex one, but now you guys know how to deal with it, so it's okay. We can also add emphasis by inverting the subject and the auxiliary, usually in spoken English, yeah? Am I glad to see you? The original sentence will be like, I'm glad to see you. Now I invert the auxiliary, yeah, and the subject, and I say, am I glad to see you? I was surprised when I heard the news. Was I surprised when I heard the news? Okay, so you invert the auxiliary with the subject. Okay, let's do this exercise together to see how much you understood. Okay, I'm going to give you some minutes for you to work on just, like look at the sentences, try to make emphasis, and later we are all together to focus on them. You guys are?
What's the page?
Yes, you guys are on page 69. Okay. And exercise 7. Look at the verbs in bold and rewrite the sentences to add emphasis. So you have, I'm pleased we left before the travel started. Am I pleased we left before the travel started? You are being very emphatic and you are inverting this. We have, I felt sorry for Shelby when I saw him yesterday. This flat is a mess. I think you have the responsibility to help with the housework. I'm absolutely exhausted. I need to get some sleep. I'm sorry, but the way Gina behaves annoys me. I know you think I don't like your cooking, but I like it. I was relieved when the day was over. I was waiting for it. Okay, so go to page 69 and please write the sentences again, making emphasis. Take into account these bold words. Okay, go ahead, guys. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for telling me you are done. Let's get ready. 1 minute and we start checking. Okay, let me see what you guys did. I see some of your answers in the chat. Thank you so much for that. Okay, let's see what you guys did. I think it was easy, but we need to check out, carefully that you guys do not modify the verbs or something like that. Catherine, thank you so much. Go ahead.
Miss, I'm not sure.
It's okay, don't worry. Actually, there might be like a couple of possibilities, especially with the
Okay.
first. Let me see.
Okay, the second one. Yes?
Yes.
Felt I sorry for Charlie when I saw him yesterday, or I did feel sorry for Charlie when I saw him yesterday.
Okay. What was the first one, Catherine?
Felt I sorry for Charlie.
Okay, Catherine, we are going to eliminate that possibility because felt is not an auxiliary, right? So it's not okay to make the inversion. Yes? Remember that the inversion is just with the auxiliaries, okay? So in the first one, inverting the subject and the auxiliary couldn't be possible for felt I, okay? No, but maybe the second one. Let me see the second one. Catherine, you mentioned another one.
Me. I did feel sorry for Charlie, or did I feel sorry?
Yeah, but I did feel.
Feel.
Yes, because you cannot change that one. Yes, so I did feel sorry, yeah? But if you guys wanted to keep felt, maybe because it was involved, there is another possibility. Catherine is right, don't worry. The second one, not the first one. So, Kiara, you were raising your hand. Let me just type. Jorge, no, because you are using did and you are also using felt. Remember that when we use did, we cannot use the verb in past. We should use it in present, in first form, yeah? So I did feel, yes? Okay, Kiara, I saw you were raising your hand. What was your possibility?
No, teacher, my possibility was I did feel sorry for Charlie when I saw him yesterday.
Very good. That's exactly the same as Catherine. Thank you, Kiara. Very good. That one is possible. Another one, maybe one person used one with really. Any of you? No? If you guys use really, you didn't change the verb. Yes? Unless you change the verb with do or did. Okay. Don't worry that at the end I will show you my answers. There are some like possible ones. Okay, number 3. this flat is a mess. I think you have a responsibility to help with the housework. What is your emphasis, boys and girls? Come on, guys. Okay. Thank you, Santiago, for raising your hand.
Okay, I do think you have a responsibility to help with the housework.
Very good. Yes, another person was raising it. Manuel, you have a different one or the same as Santiago?
No, teacher, the same.
Okay, good. I do think. Yeah, especially because they are, marking the verb here. So yes, I do think. Okay, so perfect. Number 4, I'm absolutely exhausted. I need to get some sleep. How can you emphasize need? Come on, guys. Marlon? Marlon, what about you? Okay, Manuela, you are raising your hand. Thank you.
I really do need to get some sleep.
That's a good one, Manuela. I really do need, or actually, I really need. Yeah, both are emphatic. Good. Okay, who's writing in? Do again, Jorge. Okay, I do need. Yes, that's okay. Any different one? No? Okay. I'm sorry, but the way Gina behaves annoys me. So we want to emphasize annoys. How can you do it? Natalia, can you help me with 5, please?
Yes, I'm sorry, but the way Gina behaves annoy me.
But remember is no, is the way, so it's singular. So it is okay, but you would have to say, that's annoy me. Yes, Natalia, that's annoy me. Okay, I see people raising their hand. Manuela, are you raising your hand for this one? Diego, are you raising your hand for this one?
Yes, teacher, I think you can emphasize with really. I'm sorry, but the way Gina behaves really annoys me.
Really annoys me, and you don't have to change it. That's another possibility. Yes, really annoys me. And if you change it, it will be that's annoying me. Yes, because it's the way she behaves. Okay, good. 6. Come on. Maria, please. 6. Okay, Maria, and then Diego that is raising his hand.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
For number 5, we should use does for the verb or for subject?
Okay, for the
For
subject.
annoys or for Gina?
No. Well, both. The subject that is the way, yes, the way she behaves. Is like one thing. La manera o la forma como ella se comporta sería nuestro sujeto. Es una sola, entonces es en singular. Yes? So in that case, we use does for it. Does annoy me. Okay, it's like when you say, it makes me feel very bad. Yes, so it's like third person, it's singular. Okay, Diego, is that clear?
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Good. Okay. And I don't know if we were, okay, yes, we were going to listen to Maria. Maria, I know you think I don't like your cooking, but I like it.
I know you think I don't like your cooking, but do I like it?
But I do like it. Do I like it? It's like a question, like, the inversion. No, I do like it. You are emphasizing like. Good. I was relieved when the day was over. Okay. So, Jorge, can you read 7, please. I was relieved when the day was over.
Was I relieved when the day was over?
Was I relieved? Oh, yeah, because you are inverting. That's a good one. I have a different one, but that's a good one. Any other person who has a different one? The Jorge was inverting the auxiliary and the subject. Was I relieved when the day was over? It's like, oof. Okay, let me show you my answers. Sorry. Of course, yours and the ones that we already corrected were also right. I have these ones as very similar to yours. What's going on with this Vanessa trying to enter or prove there? I do think you have a responsibility to help with the housework. I'm absolutely exhausted. I really need to get some sleep. Some of you use the emphatic do for this one, like I do need, or actually some of you also use emphatic do and adverb really, which is okay. Yeah, but I'm sorry, but the way Gina behaves, that's annoying me. For this one, there was like this one and the other one with really, yeah, like the possibilities really annoys me. So if you use, pay attention, if you use really, you have to change it like this. Really annoys me, yeah, because you are not emphasizing here with the auxiliary. If you are using the auxiliary, so this S disappears. That's annoying me, okay? I know you think I don't like your cooking, but I do like it. I was definitely relieved. This is the one that I used. I used definitely. Jorge used was I, that is inverting. Maybe one of you used, I don't know, really, maybe? Any other possibility? You guys here could not use do or does or did because we have another auxiliary. Yes? Okay, my dear friends, questions? Is it okay? Is it clear?
Teacher, the second is I did feel. Or
I
is
did,
there possibility?
I did feel is a possibility because you are emphasizing feel. In my case, I will use really because I think that I will use felt. Yeah. So I really felt sorry for Charlie. Yeah. But did feel is also correct because you were emphasizing the verb. Mm-hmm. What is not correct is what I mentioned at the beginning when Catherine was inverting this. Because here, if you want to invert, it will be this form, yeah? Auxiliary and subject. Exactly. En la inversión, recuerden que tienen que invertir el sujeto y el auxiliar. ¿Ok? Acá ya tendríamos que cambiarle toda la forma, porque acá no está el auxiliar presente en la oración. I am glad to see you. Am I glad to see you? Was I surprised when I heard the news? The original is I was surprised. Yeah, like I was relieved. Was I relieved? Yes? Okay, let's practice. I have 2 exercises for you. But let me see how it goes. They are very simple, but they give you extra practice for this topic, which I found very practical and helpful. So, of course, I'm going to give you the first one, that is the one that registers your work, because we are about to finish the cycle. And that is part of our scores. And the other one is just for fast finishers or for extra practice if you want. Okay. Very simple, it's individually, and it's for you to rewrite sentences with inversion. No, sorry, with emphasis, excuse me. You guys have it in the chat. I'm not sure if you guys remember the number, but you have to work. Maybe I can just review that with you. Okay. What do you have to do? Look. Rephrase the sentences using the words in brackets. I think it's an awful film. Use do and rewrite the sentence for being more emphatic. My parents helped me when I was younger. Use really for being more emphatic. My room is too small. Use definitely. I was pleased to hear she won an Oscar. Use was. I called you yesterday, but you didn't answer. Use did. Oh no, it looks terrible. Use both, both. Really and do. Maybe let me not put the slash, because, well, the slash is like the idea of one of them, no. Both of them, okay? Both of them in the sentence. Do you understand? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, very good.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, if you are free, if you finished, maybe if you want extra practice, I have this one, which is very good. That now I don't find. Well, start working on that one. Okay. The emphatic do. I like this. It also gives you more practice, which is very good. Look, you have to read the sentence and select the correct option. My goodness, the time, sorry. Okay, it's okay. Okay, you read the question and then you complete the question, okay? She doesn't look, I can see. She doesn't look good in that dress. No, she does look beautiful. Yes, she doesn't. Yes, she do like beautiful. But it's she, so it would be like this one. Yes, she does look beautiful. You are contrasting and you are contradicting the negative information. Okay, so I like that exercise. If you have time, you can work on it. But please, priority is the other one because it's part of the class. Okay, go ahead. Oh, sorry, let me just give you the numbers again because there are some changes. But it's okay, keep going on the slide you are working and then I will just move you or whatever you do is okay because if you use one, no problem. That's it. This time, slide number 1 is for Karen. Second one for Santiago. Number 3 is for Kiara. Jorge has number 4. Natalia has number 5. Diego has number 6. Manuela is 7. Xiomara is 8. Jessica is 9. Catherine is 10. Marlon is 11. Mendy is 12. Manuel is 13. Maria 14. And Vanessa 15. Okay? If you
Teacher,
have...
I use the number 14 always.
Okay,
What
well,
happened?
there are some changes. But it's okay. Okay, no problem. Use the ones you have there. And it's okay. I will just check your numbers. I mean, like your names, no problem. Do not worry. The changes are just, after number 9, I guess. But it's okay. Work on them.
But teacher, is the group complete? I mean, are we all, or somebody left the group?
I'm afraid yes. Yeah, 2 students. Well, like, we have not been informed, like officially, well, actually, yes, I think, because I'm checking that the attendance is marked as failing by absences. So that's why I was just checking the new organization. Yeah, but I just realized today, yeah, when I checked the attendance and I saw that. So maybe when I have more information, I can tell you guys. Do not worry. Diego, thank you for raising your hand.
Teacher, when we use the auxiliary do, we eliminate the letter S when you talk to the third person?
Yes, but in that case, Diego, you will use that because it's third person. Yes?
Yes. Yes, teacher.
So
Okay,
that
teacher, thank you.
and the verb, and that's it. Very good. Okay, I see some of you finishing with that one. So if you finish with that one, you can work on the other one, which is also good practice, okay? I think I did not send you that one. Ah, yeah, I did.
Teacher,
I did send it to you. Yes, Mandy. How can I help you?
teacher, for me, this 10 is difficult
Let me see.
for me.
Which one?
For example, in this case, in the first,
The topic,
you,
sorry. Okay, yes.
yes, the topic is difficult for me. In the first sentence, I need to change the verb to be or the verb do in past. I did.
Okay. Mandy, let me help you with that one. The original sentence is, I think it's an awful thing. I think we are talking in the present tense, yeah, because I'm saying that it's an awful thing. I'm giving my opinion. So basically, I don't think you should change it to the past because we are talking about the present, okay? Now, you have the auxiliary do. Guys, this is a good question. It is useful for all of you. The word I gave you in brackets is the same word you guys are going to use. You don't have to change it. If I put do, is do. If I put did, is did. Okay? Use the same word. Okay, Mandy, coming back to you. So, if you have do, basically what you have to do is to modify the verb because you cannot modify the verb be, that is it's, with the verb do, you know, because it is the auxiliaries, is, you know, the verb be has three auxiliaries, is and are. So what is the verb that you are modifying in the first sentence, Mandy?
Teacher, for me, the first sentence is I do think is an awful thing.
Exactly, yeah, because there is no other way to modify the verb be with do. So I do think. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Miss, I have a question.
Yes, Catherine, I'm here. Tell me, what's the question?
In number 3, say my room is too small, and in brackets is definitely. My room is definitely, but I need to
yes,
quitar too, because definitely is the emphasize, no?
Okay, that's a good question, Catherine, but it's
Or
okay.
my room is definitely too small,
Yes.
or my room is definitely small.
It's definitely too small because the problem is that it's too small, yeah? So it is okay if you leave it there, no problem.
Okay.
Because what happens if you say it's definitely small? Well, and what's the problem? No, that is too small. So there isn't enough room for the other things I need, yeah? So in that case, it is okay, yeah?
Okay, Miss, thanks.
Very good.
Teacher, I have a question in number 6.
Let me check her. Actually, I was looking for yours to check because I can't find
Okay.
you. What is your number?
Number 4.
Ah, okay, that's why.
I select the answer in yellow.
Oh no, okay, yes. So you have to use both, Jorge, really and do.
Yes, I use both.
So, oh no, it really does look terrible. Let me fix it here.
It's correct.
Really does. I fix it. Look at there.
Okay. I
Because it's
understand
it.
now. In the same sentence.
In the same sentence, you have
Okay.
to use really and do, both of them.
Okay, thank you.
I don't think it's okay. Checking, okay, some of you are done. I'm checking the sentences that you guys did a good job, which is good. I did good, okay, very good. Santiago?
Yes, teacher.
Can you go to number 6 on your slide, please? I'm there. Maybe I was not clear enough with all of you when I said that if it's do, it's do, if it's did, it's did. But when I said do, I mean, I refer to the tense. Yeah, so in this case, let me just fix something that you did.
Okay, teacher.
I fix it, Santiago. You see it? Yeah, because it's it.
Yes, for the subject, yeah.
Very good.
I understand.
Yeah, my dear friends, I hope you guys understood the topic. Please finish it. Remember that we are getting very close to the time I need to download your scores for these activities. So catch up during the weekend if you have any missing one, okay? And do not forget about the project because to my surprise, I just have 5 and you guys are very responsible. By this time, I should have more than 5, but I know that you guys will upload them later. Have a wonderful night, a wonderful weekend, a long weekend. I will see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye, guys. Take care.
See you, teacher.
Good night,
Teacher,
Miss.
Bye-bye.
Teacher, thank you.
I uploaded yesterday the document.
Yes, Jorge, I found it. I have it. Thank you.
Teacher,
Yes, Mandy, what's up?
el último plazo para el avance es hoy, ¿cierto?
Yes, Mandy. You have it?
Okay. Yes,
Okay, perfect.
I am finishing.
Awesome. Very good. Okay, you have the whole night until 12.
Okay, teacher. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Guys, take care. Enjoy your weekend.